There's a career move most professionals don't consider during a job search, and it can change everything. Board service. In Wanted, a board career, award-winning executive coach Marlo Lyons shows how professionals can pursue board roles to build credibility, expand influence, and create real career momentum, even without a C-suite title. Whether you're in transition or planning your next chapter, this book offers a smarter, more strategic path forward. Wanted, a board career, is available now. Find the link in the show notes.
If you want to upgrade your leadership communication immediately, remove 2 words from your workplace vocabulary: why and should. Why, you ask? Because nothing good comes from using these words, whether you are talking to someone else or asking yourself why or telling yourself you should do something. Hi, I'm Marlo Lyons, and this is Cracking the Code, a quick hit series inside Work Unscripted, where we zoom in on the patterns, behaviors, and hidden dynamics shaping your work and your life. No fluff, no long lectures, just focused insight, curiosity, and real talk you can digest on your way to pickleball or between meetings. Let's get into it, and I will start with the word why. Now, on the surface, why seems harmless, and it's used nearly in every single conversation when perhaps you're curious about something. But in the workplace, why often lands as an accusation. Why did you do it that way? Why wasn't this finished? Why would you send that email? Even if you're just curious, the brain hears defend yourself. And that leads to fight or flight, because why feels like an interrogation. It triggers justification mode. And when people are defending, they're not collaborating. They're no longer communicating. They've moved into explaining, which most often resembles being defensive. So how do you lose the word why from your vocabulary? Shift from why to curiosity-based language. Instead of, why did you do it that way? Try, can you walk me through your thinking? Help me understand your approach. What factors led to that decision? Notice the difference? One demands defense, the other invites explanation. This is how you build psychological safety at work. Now let's talk about should. Should sounds like guidance, but it lands like shame. You should have looped me in. You should be further along. You shouldn't feel that way. Should implies you failed. You knew better. You didn't measure up. And shame shuts people down. Instead of should, use ownership and forward-focused language. For example, instead of you should have told me, try next time let's align earlier. In the future, I'd like to be looped in. What would help us prevent this going forward? Instead of we should be further along, try what's getting in the way? What support do you need? What feels realistic from here? This shifts blame to problem solving. Here's the core principle. Why looks backward. Should judges the past. Great workplace communication focuses on moving forward. When you remove why and should, you lower defensiveness, you reduce shame, you increase accountability, you increase clarity, you increase trust. I know what you're thinking. Why should I? See what I did there? Why should I have to change my communication style because someone can't handle directness? Guess what? All effective executives change their communication style depending on who they're talking to. If your goal is to win the argument, keep using why and should. You'll shut everyone down, and sure, you'll win. Yay, you! But if your goal is alignment, engagement, and leadership presence, what empowers people to want to work with you and get stuff done? Well, shift your language. So here's your simple communication playbook. Replace why did you with help me understand. Replace you should have with next time let's. And replace we should be with what's realistic from here. Focus on solutions, not blame. Let me give you one more bonus shift. Say, I'd like instead of you should. I'd like more visibility. I'd like us aligned earlier. I'd like to understand your thinking. That's ownership of what you need. That's leadership communication. Words shape culture, and small language shifts create massive emotional shifts in the right direction. Remember, clear communication isn't about controlling people or the reactions to what you say. It's about creating space where people don't have to defend themselves. And that's how trust is built. P.S. Double bonus. This also works with your kids, and your spouse. Thanks for joining me for this mini moment of insight. If this resonated, share it with a manager, colleague, or leader who wants to build stronger workplace relationships. And don't forget to write a comment or rate this episode. Always appreciated. Until next time, keep asking better questions and keep it unscripted. The journey is yours. Work Unscripted is produced and edited in partnership with the team at Palm Tree Podco and 21 Digby. The content for this week's episode was created by me, Marlo Lyons.